Hello, my friends. My name is Melissa Mercado, and I am one of the educators here for Thalgo USA and Mason Limited. I am coming on today with you all to teach you a little bit about the new cold cream marine range. So give me just 1 minute to share my screen and we will get going. So thank you again for joining us. We are the market today of the cold cream marine range and who we market to. We're going to talk a little bit about the objective and the strategy, taking the one cold cream marine range and merging it into two different ranges. We'll talk a little bit about the retail offerings and the positioning within the Thalgo offerings, as well as the professional ranges. And the communication, what that means is how to share it with you and your clients. So we'll start with the market context. And before beginning, it's really important to define what dry skin is and why it's often confused by the consumer with dehydrated skin. As a result, this is going to affect the quality of the skin's barrier, which is going to protect it from transepidermal water loss and the external aggravations from the environment. So a little bit about dry skin here is that it does affect 1 in 3 people worldwide. So it's one of the most common conditions that we do see in the treatment room. We have, as we know, dry skin is lacking lipids, which is what's going to in turn weaken our barrier function of the skin. And that is why we do see signs of aging sooner in a lot of individuals. The dry skin market, as we know, we have a lot of different application steps and a lot of ingredients available to the consumer and to us, the estheticians. And what our star ingredient is going to be in our cold cream marine range is going to be ceramides. And we'll talk a little bit about what and how we're going to be utilizing that in our products today. So to clarify our offerings here with the Thalgo range, we do have a clearer communication, and what that means is that we are going to have two different offerings for the cold cream marine. Well, the cold cream marine is going to be broken into two. So we will have our cold cream marine now, which is what is being introduced to you, which is going to be solely dedicated to dry skin, totally dedicated to sensitive skin. And that's not what we're going to talk about today, but that'll be hopefully and excitingly offered at some point later this year. So we are expanding the customer options, and we are targeting not only the same clientele, but also making it more customized for these clients. So just like the rest of the Thalgo offerings, we do have the same visual and color identity. So it's going to be in line with the newer Source Marine range. And then we have new textures as well. So that's exciting. We are also going to be boosting our ingredients with our products with different ingredients. And we are also going to be offering some new different textures. So we have a new oil and a new lip balm, a new fragrance as well, and really making sure that our products are as green as ever. So let's talk a little bit about the concept, where it falls into the positioning here within the other Thalgo offerings. So it is going to be just like before. It's going to be completely in line with the Source Marine and the Purity Marine here. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. Hold, please. Sorry, technical difficulties there. Here we go. So again, we are going to be in line and in position with the Source Marine and Purity Marine enveloped in just like before. The new verbs within this range are going to be replenish and comfort, whereas before we talked about nourishing and relief. However, we do still have a 60-minute treatment, which is going to be the Cold Cream Marine replenishing treatment. And the products within our Cold Cream Marine range can still be utilized for Thalgo's signature facial, which is the 3-algae marine facial. That's one of the detox facials that helps to remove, which is wonderful at the change of seasons. So ultimately, we are saying until next year or later this year, we will still be keeping a couple products within the original cold cream treatment, which was the previous Cold Cream Marine treatment. And the two products that we're keeping are the concentrate mask, and that's going to be just until further until the new range is launched. So that's exciting news as well. So the Cold Cream Marine Complex is going to be one of the key complexes here within this range. So in this offering, we have the boosted Cold Cream Marine Complex, which can provide omegas 3, 6, and 9, and also a unique Marine Pro ceramide, which is going to help to replenish very dry skin. This is going to help to diminish the appearance of aging, so it's going to smooth the skin and revitalize and also help to fortify the skin. So this Cold Cream Marine Complex is going to be made up of some sterols, which are lipids. And as we know, those lipids make up the building blocks of our cells. Our consumer target is very large in this range. Cold Cream Marine range is going to be aimed at 3 different types of consumers. We have the, we don't want to say it's a specific age range, but you can see here from these images that it's really ranging from the higher 30s all the way up to the 60s and 70s. So anyone can really be concerned with dry skin. And these different women have different conditions affected by dry skin. And we do know that most people who have dry skin, it mainly affects women after menopause, but it's not necessarily only women. Men can also have dry skin. Younger women can still have dry skin. So we'll talk a little bit about dry skin and how it affects different women. But these women here, we have Charlotte, who's 38, who has occasional dry skin that lacks comfort. She feels tight. You can actually visibly see some areas of dryness on her face. Then we have Barbara, who's 49, who has chronic dry skin. Her skin is thin, it's rough, it's going to lack that softness. So this is going to be a client that we can actually feel the texture on. It can get itchy or even flaky as well. And then Monique, who's already gone through menopause, her skin is drier and rougher, and she can visibly see those signs of aging on her face. So she has that crepiness, those more deeper lines and wrinkles. So again, a very broad range of different aged women here. As always, the Thalgo offering, we have a 360-degree offering. We have a new treatment, so it's got a new visual there, which we see in the top left-hand corner of that beautiful lady that has half of her face painted there. We have 3 new treatment room products that are also available in retail. That's going to be the NutriComfort Oil Serum, the NutriComfort Pro Mask, and the NutriComfort Cream. The Oligo Marine Massage Cream and Mask we already know about. Cold Cream Marine is also part of our skin solutions, so we're keeping those the same. That's going to be part of all 3 of the Purity, Cold Cream, and Source Marine ranges. Then we have our 5 new retail items. So our NutriComfort Oil Serum is a first of its kind for Thalgo. So it's the first time they're ever offering an oil serum. Then we have these 5 are going to actually cancel out and replace the original Cold Cream Marine offerings. So we have the NutriComfort Oil Serum, a cream, a rich cream, a mask, and a lip balm. That's super exciting. It's been flying off the shelves already. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we are keeping 2 of the original Cold Cream Marine products, which is going to be the multi-soothing concentrate and soothing mask. So same for now in both retail and back bar. At the heart of the formula, we have, as discussed earlier, dry skin can be a physiological cause. So it can be from the climate where you live, seasons, or how old you are. And we respond to the problem of aging and of dry skin with these 3 steps within the Cold Cream Marine range. So first it's an immediate action. So we are intensely boosting and replenishing, comforting the skin. So boosted in this step means that we are using a new flaxseed oil, which contains omegas 3, 6, and 9. Before we only had the sweet almond oil, which was omegas 6 and 9. Then we have number 2 here, which is the long-term action. We have added the Marine Pro ceramides to help the skin to produce its own ceramides. So it's re-educating the skin to help it to synthesize the lipids. And then the 3rd step is going to be revitalizing the skin and remineralizing the skin, utilizing the micronized marine algae, and that's got our 14 essential elements to the skin. The Cold Cream Marine Complex, so in a little bit more detail here, we have the first step, which is going to be intensely replenishing and comforting the skin. So again, it's boosted with that new flaxseed oil, high in omegas 3, 6, and 9. We also have in all of the other ingredients in this Cold Cream Marine range, we have the Sève Blue the Ocean, which we've heard a lot at the past in other Thalgo products. This is the water from below the ocean floor that's known as the Ocean Voodoo extract. And then we also have the marine algae wax, and this is going to add oil and the shea butter to protect that hydrolypic film of the skin to, again, help to replenish the barrier and hydrate the barrier. The Marine Pro Ceramide innovation, this is the 2nd step there. This is going to help to restructure and smooth the skin. And this is actually a microorganism that was collected on an exhibition in the Indian Ocean. And they actually cultivated it and now they reproduce it. And this is going to help to really boost that Marine Pro Ceramide. Here we have healthy skin versus very dry skin images here. So the skin here on the left is lacking lipids, and the skin here on the right does have sufficient lipids. So making sure that we are really going to heal and repair the skin. So the first step here is that we're providing fatty acids to the skin, which is going to help to nourish the barrier of the skin. It's got that super nourishing action. The second step is that we're going to add ceramides to restore the barrier, which is going to be that cement in between, help to smooth out signs of aging. So it'll help to repair some of those lines and wrinkles and sagging skin that we start to see as we age and as our skin does start to almost become much more fragile and much more brittle. And then the 3rd step is we're going to surround the entire cell to reinforce the barrier function of the skin. So in summary, we're helping to reinforce the hydrolypic film in the fatty acids. We're also strengthening the intracellular cement, helping with that Marine Pro ceramides is helping to do that. and at the same time, it's maintaining the integrity of the cells. So really helping to repair and heal what was once dry skin, add those really important ingredients to help to make it healthy again. For our scent here, the fragrance, we have an unchanged fragrance except for the NutriComfort lip balm. And the difference between the two here is that we have not only non-photosensitizing ingredients that are free of toxins and no allergens, but the difference is going to be for the lip balm, there's not going to be any orange blossom. So that is a little bit too sensitive to use in the lip area. Well, Thalgo thought that it was, so they have decided for that one product only, they have a different fragrance. So the unchanged range from originally is going to be cotton, orange blossom, and the low notes of the heliotrope flowers and a white musk. And then for the lip balm, we've got rose water, fig milk, and vanilla. So with textures and formulas, Talgo really wanted to create an ultra cocooning texture here for this range. So remember, we're treating that very dry, tight, almost, I don't want to say painful, but you can feel dry, tight skin, and it's not very comfortable. So they really wanted to make sure that it was very cocooning and very healing to the skin. So we did add a percentage of oil and butter that are higher than the older range, and we have added no dyes. So the color that you see in this range is color from the nourishing oils that have been added to the ingredient, to the product. And then we have also done an efficacy test to prove that it does have very high potential. They tested 100 people in 28 days using all 5 of the products. And as you can see from the efficacy test here, it shows 89% felt that it had a very pleasant fragrance, 92% had a pleasant texture, and 92% said that they were generally satisfied with the products. So again, that was 100 people tested over 28 days using all 5 of the products. At the heart of the packaging, just like all of the newer ranges within Talgo, they've made a lot of different changes pretty much. So the new ranges all have the new eco refills. If you haven't been introduced to them, they just pop in and out of the little pebble jar. But you have not only the eco refills, which are wonderful, they also have recyclability. So the oil range can be recycled, and also they're made from 50% recycled plastic. Any of the cardboard that we use is made from sustainably managed forests. So if we take one tree, we plant 3 in its place. And any of the printing that we do on the cardboard is of vegetable-based, on the cardboard and on the bottles is of vegetable-based inks. So again, they can be recycled, and it's not affecting the environment in any way. So we'll talk now a little bit about the professional offerings. Here is our cold cream marine protocol. It's still 60 minutes. You can add the iBeauty Pro. So any of you that do have the iBeauty, original iBeauty or the new iBeauty Pro, you can definitely incorporate that into this treatment now. All of the treatments have a new machine-based availability. Everything's been updated on Talgo formation if you're not familiar. So here we have the cleansing step, which is going to be step 1. We have the Eveil à la mer, which is going to be your sea of sands. We also have your makeup removal, which we usually do with the gel oil makeup remover. And then we can choose between the gentle exfoliator, or we can use the resurfacing cream if your client had much more resilient skin. Step 2 will remain the energized step, which is with our reviving marine mist and the digital pressure massage. Then step 3 is our correct step, which should be about 35 minutes. This is the main part of It's a dropper. So it measures it out for you. So the full drop to a more comforting treatment using the multi-soothing concentrate if we needed to, and ask if we were going to be utilizing the sensitive skin treatment, we would just substitute those out for the oil serum and the NutriComfort mask. We would substitute the concentrate and the SOS mask from the original range. And then we would finish with our, obviously the oligomarine mask, which would go over either the NutriComfort mask or the SOS mask. And then at the very end, we would do our eye cream, comfort cream, and then finish with the Revere La Mer massage, which is our ending ritual massage for all the Thalgo treatments. So let's talk a little bit more in depth about these products here. So we have our two professional products. We have the oligomarine mask, which is the same mask as we've been using for all of the skin solution protocols. And then we have the oligomarine modeling cream, which has been a little bit reformulated. We'll talk about that in just a minute. We added the new cold cream marine oil in there, and there was, I think, a small issue where they went back to the original formulation. So a little bit more in depth about these products. We have the oligomarine mask. This is going to be the alginate over either the cold cream marine or purity marine treatment. This is the most concentrated mat in all of the marine active ingredients. And then putting this over the NutriComfort mask makes it actually penetrate into the skin deeper, and it actually heals the skin much more than if it was just used alone. So that's why they're really helpful to utilize together. So our three benefits is that you're immediately going to feel fresh. It's super easy to apply and use. When you're mixing it, there's no lump, so it does apply nice and thick to the skin. It's effective, so it's super hydrating. And then again, it makes that oligomarine mask, makes the NutriComforting mask penetrate deeper, bringing more minerals to the skin to more intensely hydrate the skin. So again, you have your efficacy test here, 60% more hydration now to remineralize the skin and revitalize the skin. And then we have our oligomarine modeling cream. So this was originally launched in 2015. And then we new one when we launched the Source Green range. There was a couple issues with the new formulations. They actually went back to the original formula, but they added the micronized marine oils. I'm sorry, the marine microalgae oils to the cold cream marine complex to add those omegas. So it has the omegas 3, 6, and 9, plus the sterols, the lipids. So again, super intensely hydrating the skin and remineralizing the skin. Let's talk a little bit about our retail offering now. Here is the full range of the 5 new retail items. So again, this is going to be for anybody who has dry skin, sensations of occasional or chronic discomfort, and skin that has become dry post-menopause. So not necessarily has to be somebody who's gone through menopause, but anybody who may be in different environments that just cause more dryness. So the first product that we'll talk about here, I'll give you the quick overview. So you've got 2 different day creams. You have the NutriComfort cream and the NutriComfort Rich cream. So 2 different textures there. We have the oil NutriComfort Oil Serum, which is going to help to protect the skin for 24 hours. We have the lip balm, which is going to help to replenish lipids. And then we have the NutriComfort Pro Mask. This is again available in retail and cabin. So the retail offering still has that nice little twist. And as you can see, the little next to the images, it has the % of natural ingredients. This is super important for clients. It's on all the boxes now, and it shows you the percentage of natural ingredients. This has been a really great selling point for all of the Thalgo ranges that have been relaunched in the last couple of years. So first we'll talk about the NutriComfort cream. This is going to immediately melt on the skin. It's going to give comfort for 24 hours. So it has that cold cream marine complex with the marine proceramides and the MMA filtrate, just like all of the other products here in this range. So you have a nice texture, so it's very luscious. It is very enveloping, lasts a long time, and it's going to help to immediately replenish the skin for up to 24 hours so that signs of aging are going to be smoothed. And then we have our rich cream, which is going to be even more cocooning, much more replenishing, because we have added, in addition to the cold cream marine complex, marine proceramides, and MMA filtrate, we're also adding the borage oil in there, which is going to be much more concentrated in those omega-6 fatty acids that we need. So just a more hydrating, luxurious cream. I like to suggest using maybe this one as a nighttime cream and the NutriComfort cream during the day, or maybe the NutriComfort in the summer and then the rich cream in the winter. So really, however your client needs it, there's not a one size fits all for suggestions in the cream ranges. And then adding in this now new bestseller, we have this oil serum. We can also customize those creams by boosting them with the oil. So you can layer them, whether you do the oil before or after or mixing it into the creams. Again, it's just going to give you that extra boost to the hydration that your client's skin needs. So this is a super concentrated oil. It does not leave the skin oily. That's going to be one of the questions your clients are going to ask. So it has a non-oily finish. It's a trio of oils that's added to the cold cream marine proceramide complex as well as the MMA filtrate. We have a new trio of oils, which is the borage, rosehip. Well, the borage has a lot of omega-6s. You've got your jojoba, which is going to help to stimulate the synthesis of epidermal cells. That's going to help with that non-greasy feeling. And then you have the rosehip, which is going to help to regenerate, and it's going to help with the anti-aging properties. So this trio is going to help to protect the skin. All you need to utilize when you're using it at home is 1 to 2 drops. And then when utilizing it in the treatment room, you would use a full dropper full. You could also utilize this as well only at night by itself. You don't have to use the cream. And in that case, I would use a full dropper full at home and massage that into the skin at night before bed. So you may not need moisturizer. Some people might need moisturizer over. It's really going to depend on the client and their skin. Next, we have the NutriComfort Balm. This is going to be that wonderful new lip balm that everybody's talking about. So this one, in addition to the other 2 ingredients that's in everything else, we have the shea butter concentrate. This is going to give it that immediate repair action and heal the skin. So this would be utilized as many times a day as you want. It's got the nice little applicator tip where you just kind of apply it directly to the skin. If you did want to use this in back bar, which is wonderful, I would just utilize a Q-tip or some sort of an applicator to be able to apply it to your client's skin as to not cause any cross-contamination. But there is not a back bar size at this time. But it's wonderful to put on because it's a nice selling point to suggest retail. And then lastly, we have the NutriComfort Pro Mask. As the other ranges have the new twist top squeeze bottle. So this little tip does turn to turn it on, and then you would squeeze the plastic bottle for the mask to come out. Your client would apply it to the skin at home, and then you would close it and rinse the tip before you put it away. It does pop on and off pretty easily. So if you did want to take it off to wash it, that's an option as well. And then we also obviously have this in the back bar size, which is lovely. Not pictured here. So this has immediate action. All you need to utilize this for is 10 minutes tops when you're using it at home. In addition to the other 2 ingredients that's in all of the cold cream marine range, this one has jojoba oil. So that is going to help with, again, stimulating the lipid synthesis and giving you that repairing action. Super hygienic. Again, it's got a natural color and no dyes to it. So it's going to be helping to not cause irritation to the skin and make it a lot more hydrated. This is a beautiful image here of how the Cold Creamery range will look on your retail shelves. So you can see it's got wonderful packaging, it's clean looking, it's in line with the other colors. And then lastly, the communication efforts. So in your Thalgo formation, you will have the film, which is able to be viewed by you, or you can share it with your clients too. It's going to give you the enhancing effect of what the Cold Creamery range is for. And then there's also a tutorial on how to use the serum oil. You can also utilize it with the Roller Face Fitness, which if you guys have not tried that device, it is phenomenal. It has been also flying off of our shelves. We have it in a 2-pack for back bar use, and as well as an individual container for retail for your clients to actually purchase and use at home. So there's a QR code that's available for counter display. You can put it on your counter so they can watch how to utilize that. Also in your Thalgo formation, you'll find the training guides, which will go over in detail all of the steps of the protocol, detail of all of the products we just talked about. You'll have your memo sheet in there as well, which shows all the products and the steps in the protocol. You have your training videos, which shows you step by step each step in the facial. And you also have podcasts available, which talk about the different, the cold cream, the NutriComfort Oil Serum, which is the star new product, and then some words that sell. So great for your to utilize. At the bottom of this slide here, you can see the website information, thalgoformation.com. You should have a login. If you don't, contact your sales rep and they can be happy to give you the login information. Some of the ranges do need a specific code. This one should no longer need this code that's located here. Sorry, I should have taken that off. That was before we actually launched. And then lastly, we just have the equivalents. So on top, it just shows you the 5 new products, how they're available, professional versus retail, testers and samples. And then we have the equivalents. So from the old range that we've already discontinued, so if you were using the NutraSoothing cream, we've replaced it with the NutriComfort cream. If you were using the NutraSoothing Rich Cream, now we have the NutriComfort Rich Cream. The Deeply Nourishing Mask is now the NutriComfort Pro Mask. And we have the 2 new products, the oil serum and the lip balm, which are not replacing anything. And we, like I discussed, are keeping the multi-soothing concentrate and the soothing SOS mask from the original Cold Cream Marine range until further notice, when the new sensitive skin product range will be launched, which again will be hopefully by the end of this year. Those are the 2 that we are temporarily keeping. So if you need a quick review on the multi-soothing concentrate and the our multi-soothing concentrate are the little ampule bottles. It's a 7-day treatment course. You would use half of an ampule in the morning with, again, calming any kind of hyperreactivity that's caused from sensitive skin. After 7 days, you'll notice a 40% reduction in the amount and intensity of the redness. You can also utilize a full vial in the protocol to replace the oil serum. And then the SOS comforting mask you would use in place of the NutriComfort mask. And this one here, 10 minutes at home, if you're using it at home or in the back bar, you would utilize this underneath the alginate mask, the Oligo Marine mask, to again calm the skin, heal the skin, and reduce those sensations of hypersensitivity. Here's the protocol, comforting protocol. So really, again, you're just subbing out in step 3, the multi-soothing concentrate for the oil serum and the SOS mask for the NutriComfort mask. And that is it. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this quick little new tutorial. And we hope if you have any questions at all, you'll reach out to your sales representative. You're also always welcome to reach out to me. I can be contacted at melissa@mason.com. It's just melissa@masonlimited.com. And I'd be happy to answer any questions for you about the new range. I don't have any answers on the new sensitive skin range or when it's going to be launched. That is at the mercy of France at this moment, but we are so excited to have that coming to our ranges as well. For joining us, and we will see you next time.